Okay, so now once I have finished the underpainting, you'll notice all those white lines are gone. If I were to turn off this layer, it looks like that. Looks like a big mess. But now I can take it. I'm going to merge these two layers, the one that's underneath and the one on top. And I'm going to right click and say merge down. And I'll be able to bring them. So now that layer is just one layer. And when I put the lines over it, it tightens up very nicely. Now in the very first video, we saw that I had begun to do some modeling. So you get to see what that looks like with a little bit of modeling. But we're going to introduce that idea again. So here I'm going to be working again on the layer that is the color layer here, and it says layer 2, I should rename it. So it's color, and so I'll call it color 2. So here we go. So we know that's the layer where we're working the color, and we're going to shut this off, the white paper, and I want to look at the face, and we'll explore the idea of modeling the face once again. So again, we're going to look and we're going to notice that over here, there's some shadows. Here, there are some highlights. Highlights on the cheek, highlights on the chin, highlight on the lips, highlight here in the forehead, above the eyebrows. So we're going to take those ideas and we're going to start applying them to the drawing. So I'm going to start off with my dodge tool. I like to do my dodging first, but that's a preference. And I'm going to take and I'm going to make my tool a little bit smaller, and the hardness is going to be 0. And again, if I just glance, look at the tip of the nose, if I were to start here and drag back, I could create that nice highlight. So I'm going to tap again, and then I'm going to pull back. So I got the lightest point here. And I could do it one more time and pull back. So I'm only working on the nose. I'm trying not to affect other things. And if I want to be real serious about that, I can go back to my selections and say load selection. And I can decide I'm going to load the face. And now I'll be working in that space and I won't be affecting the other areas. I'm going to take and I'm going to put highlights on the tip of the nose. So a little bigger than that. I'm just going to on the edges of the nose, the nostrils, a little bit here, so we get to see some value. Make it a little bit bigger, and you'll here kind of come across the chin. Let's see other areas that we need to apply our highlights to. So here we go, right underneath here. And again, right underneath here. And it's just a matter of observing and looking at what you're doing. It's not really that hard, and as you guys like to say, it's not all that serious, right? So you just do your best and apply it across, and you'll start to see the image start to look more and more 3D as you go along. So just try to mimic the light and don't be afraid to change brush sizes. Here we go. And I'll continue, and I'll be going back and forth. I'm lightening now, and then I'm going to start mixing into the shadows by doing the dodging. I know here and across this lip. So we're starting, let's see what's going on here. A little bit, just kind of a line up. Now I don't want to redo that. Command Z and nope, still want to redo that. Make the line a little broader and just kind of move faster. Nope, broader. Here we go. That made it easy, a little softer. And let's see where else. I think that's pretty good for now. And you know, we don't always have to be the same exposure. We can lower that or increase that. So now I'm going to be looking at the burn tool. The burn tool is going to give us where we can start darkening the edges. So now let's look across. And I'm going to make the brush a little bigger, hardness 0. And I'm going to go along the edge here. If I want the color to be a little bit warmer, I can go and I can work into the shadows, and the color will see a little warmer, almost a little more orangey. I'm going along the edges. And we can look at the picture and start looking for shadows. So I'll do some here. And I don't want it to be totally orange. So I'll go to midtones and I'll start darkening a little bit. You notice I'm not burning the shirt. I'm not burning underneath her neck. I'm basically only the area selected. That allows me So you notice along the edge of the hair. Here, I can go in, start darkening, and create the idea of a form. So let's make the brush a little smaller. Let's go in under the nostrils, even a little smaller than that. There we go. And look at the picture. See what's there. So that last thing I did was a little much. And here, a little bigger, and come up, bigger than that, and come across. And so as you start to develop, Command Z on that, and so you can start to develop the idea of form. So here I'm going to hide the screens. So now we can see what's starting to happen. It's kind of an interesting piece. You can do that and develop it throughout the artwork, and when you're done, you're going to have something you're going to be really proud of. So I wish you luck. Have a great day, and really do your best.